Hey, good morning to everybody. Look what we have here. This is the brand new redesigned 2021-2022 Toyota Aqua. Hi, welcome to this new episode of Hybrid Solution Diagnostic. Now listen up. This episode is going to be very interesting because we're going to make a full, complete technical review and tutorial about the brand new redesigned Toyota Aqua, which is, remember, this is the same Prius C. You can see the one before, that's the Toyota Aqua, Prius C as well. What we want to do is take a full review, technical review of the internal combustion engine, which is a new engine, the transmission, and then of course the high voltage battery. Now why? Well, because the high voltage battery is a bipolar new design, which we want to explore. Let's take it apart. Let's explore absolutely all its components. So, if you want to learn about this battery, stick around and we will continue then. Okay, now taking a quick look, this first thing we're gonna do, let's make a quick review of the internal combustion engine. Give me a second. Now there are tons of videos of the features of this new Toyota Aqua, which are all on the internet. But let's take a quick look of the internal combustion engine. Just give me a second. All right, she's fully open. And so as you can see, this engine was designed, I think it was released to the 2016 Toyota Yaris. This is the M58 internal combustion engine, which is a 1.5 liter, just 3-cylinder. But look, totally redesigned, but easily serviceable regards to multi-port fuel injections, the ignition coil packs over here, as well as we can see now the air filter. Let's check what the air filter, but as you can see, this design, whoo, it's hot in here. This is the very same Toyota Yaris Cross, which we did a video, our last video is actually about the Yaris Cross, so take a look at it. But the internal combustion engine, inverter assembly, air filters, they're absolutely all the same. So let's keep looking. All right, so we took out the air filter that we're supposed to change it, but one thing we need to understand that this vehicle's coming here in the Caribbean brand new. There's still no supplier for this part because the vehicle, remember, they're coming directly from Japan. So we have over here the 17A01-24040. Now this filter, it's totally different from the last version of the Toyota Aqua or Prius C. So in this case, we're just gonna have to clean it up and put it back in. Although all the suppliers are warned, they're bringing already the filter, okay? In this case, the other thing is, regards to the AC filter, the last version of the Toyota Aqua Prius C is working just fine. Although they're not the same, you have to do a tiny little adjustment, but it works just fine. So let's keep looking. All right, tiny little filter again. Take a quick look of the part number. We're just gonna put it back in, and that's it. Now, this engine, as you can see here in the sticker, it uses 3.6 quarts of 0W8. But the thing is, the 0W8 is the thinnest oil in the market, which these vehicles are very much designed. The problem is you won't find that oil here. So what we're gonna use? We're gonna use the AMSOIL full synthetic 0W16. Well, it will work. The only difference that will take this one from the 0W8, it's about 1% of efficiency. So it will work just fine, okay? So stick around, let's continue. Okay, the filter is back in. As you can see, the inverter is exactly the same from the Yaris, okay? The ABS system is right here. Now the braking system is a totally redesigned one, okay? We have over here, this is what we call the hybrid system coolant, and right here is the radiator and the side reservoir, okay? So be aware of this. The other thing is that regarding to the, for example, throttle body, servicing, everything, it's very much easier. And the one things I like the most, the EGR motor right here located in a very friendly place where you can easily take it out and do what you got to do. Okay, So enough review. So you know that this is exactly the very same Yaris Cross. Okay, we're gonna service this vehicle later in the lift. Okay, but right now we want to take the high voltage battery out. So let's take it out and let's see what we find. Okay, battery, where are you located? Right here under this couch. There it is, the new redesigned bipolar battery. But let me take out all this cover and let's see for the very first time the high voltage battery of the new redesigned Toyota Aqua. So we will continue then. Okay, so after taking out these couple of clips, which are the very same of the old one, we can extract this little cover over here and we can see the 12 volt battery. Okay, now let's take out the other side covers. We will continue then. Okay, after removing the clips, as you can see, just one over here, and I can take it out. As we can see that the hybrid battery, the inlet has an integrated air filter, which is great. Finally, all the new Toyotas, they implemented now an air filter to the high voltage battery. And finally, they are protecting the high voltage battery from dust and debris. However, there's a downside of this. Because you have a filter now, you're kind of forced to service a little more often. Otherwise, the filter is the one who absorbs the very dust and debris. Hence, if you don't service the filter, then your battery is going to overheat, okay? So be aware of this. Not only about the Aqua, CHR, the new Yaris, Corolla, all these new vehicles, hybrid, they are now implementing an air filter to the high voltage battery. So be aware. So taking out the filter is very easy, just this bunch of clips, and that's it. We have fully access to the filter membrane, and we can just take it out. Let me see, give me a second. There it is. All right, she's out. Yeah, yes, of course, it's extremely dirty. Oh yeah, there you go. There you see. That's my point. So just gonna clean it for now and install it back again. As long as you clean this, your battery should be fine. Okay. It's inspected anyway. I continue. Okay, so as you can see, I already take out all these covers, but I need to take out the frame and check out the battery cooling fan. So as you can see, look, it's full of dust already. What does this mean anyway? That because this filter has never been serviced at all. Now this vehicle is barely a year, okay? Dust will find its way in. So every single service, that is a must clean. So we're gonna take out the fan, we're gonna take out the battery, inspect, but so far everything is fully serviceable. Okay, let's continue. All right, so I got my, let me take out this frame and we will continue then. Okay, so here for the first time we're seeing the high voltage battery of the brand new Toyota Aqua. Now this is a totally redesigned battery. So as we can see, the cooling fan looks like the very same of the Yaris Cross, but the battery clearly is different. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, okay, it's take off the service plug, which is exactly the same as all the new models of Toyota. Okay, all right, everything over here is in Japanese. Let's take a look at the part number of this battery, G920280 52100. The battery is totally different, but looks a little big. So let's open it up. Let's see what we find here. We'll continue then. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Look, we have these two cables heading to the back, which we're gonna explore it right now, but it looks like the very same thing. It has a DC to DC converter or an inverter to the back that turns the DC into AC for a 110 volt plug-in. Let's check it out anyway. Okay, in the meantime, let me take out this cover. Obviously using the tool. Give me a second. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, I can't do it with one hand. I'm definitely gonna have to use both hands. Give me a second. Okay, service plug is out. Security clip is out. That's it. We'll put it here. It will be here safe for now. All right. Now let's take off this cover and let's see what we find here. Let's continue then. All right. So I already removed all the 10mm bolts. Let's see what we find here. All right, all right. Okay, very interesting. So look at what we have. We have the junction block, okay? So we have the outlet connector for the service plug, which, as you can clearly see, this service plug does not open the circuit of the battery in half. It's just to disconnect, just to open the circuit at the end of the battery. So whenever you're working on this battery, you're still working with high voltage. So it's always better to be careful, okay? So let's keep exploring. All right, once again, positive and negative going from the battery to the inverter, okay? Cooling fan, we have this too, positive and negative as well, that passes through some sort of a resistance to the back of the vehicle, which I could consider is just a small inverter in the back, okay? The other thing is the main fuse is located right here, and here is what we can see. This is the sensor battery voltage, or in other words, the battery management system. So let's open it up and let's see the structure of this new redesigned battery. Let's take a look. Okay guys, so this is looking very interesting. So after just removing these 1, 2, 3, 10 millimeter over here, and all this bunch of electrical connector, which this is the main positive from the battery to the fuse line. The fan, we can take out the fan, and as you can see, it's full of dusty, right? So we're gonna take it apart and we're just gonna clean it. And as you can see, the blades, very similar to the oldest model. In the meantime, let's keep looking to the battery. But now, look at the structures of the cells. Let's take off this cover over here and let's see. But it has a one big overall cover to the battery. So let's take a look at it, right? We will continue then. All right, so we already disconnect the battery management system, all the communication line from the battery to the rest of the vehicle. We can see the battery management system, the cell voltage monitoring system, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cells connected in series. But this one, because the battery, it's a bipolar battery, should be very big cells. So let's take a look at it. Let's see. We're gonna have to open this. We're not gonna take out this cover. I don't think it will be necessary. We just want to see the cells. Let's take out this cover and check them out. We'll continue then. All right. So 6 cells, right? Well, take a look at the cells, right? But right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 huge plate, flat, or modules, we could say, in this case. All right, let's take it out. Let's check it out. Okay, so we disconnect the all the junction block connectors, all the connections, so we can see the junction block clearly here. Positive and negative contactor, pre-charge resistor, and pre-charge contactor as well. And then we can see this, the cooling fan sucks from this place, blows over here. This is the inlet temperature sensor. Through this chamber over here and blows inside the cells from this side. So the air will go out from the back. Where? I still don't know. So, let's continue now. Now we can take out the high voltage battery completely. After removing this, of course, I have to remove this. Let me take out the air and the temperature sensor. Let me take this out, give me a second. All right, the high voltage battery is definitely out. Even being a 2021, 2022 vehicle, dust and debris will find its way through. Now, but with this battery, things are a little different because the airflow between the battery modules, it's different. Let me show you. All right, here's my point. Let me show you quickly. As I say, the inlet comes from this side and the air blows between all these gaps. Now this one is one single plate times 6 modules. You could compare it with the old modules, but they're the small one. But this one, as I said, the bipolar, big, huge cells connected in series in just a group. Instead of, for example, the last vehicle was 20 modules, these are just 6. So what is the benefit of this? Connected in series, just 6 big modules. Well, you will reduce pretty much the internal resistance. Hence, the battery will be way much more efficient and even stronger. So we're talking about probably 30% stronger. This battery, 30%. I'm sorry, 30% more efficient, which is nice. So let's take a quick look at it. All right. Let's take a quick look on the back of the battery. All right. Now look at the cell monitoring. So we monitor 1, 2, 3 this side, and 1, 2, 3 this side. Pretty interesting, right? Let me take out this undercover. All right. So we took the battery. Now we're not gonna open the battery. We just want to see the structure, but I already know how it works, and I'm gonna show you the bipolar structure of the modules in this battery, which is, as I said, a complete redesigned nickel metal hydride battery, which in this case, because it doesn't have 20 modules, let me show you quick. Like this one, this is the oldest version. Let's take a quick look. Instead of having 20 of this, we only have, let me see, 6, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I thought it was 6, but it's 7 individual plate modules like this one, but instead of having 20, as I said, it's just 7 connected in series, but no cables, no junction, anything. Is just, they're just connected one to another with their own connectors. And how do we monitor in this system? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 voltage monitoring system. Okay, as you can clearly see. Take a quick look, and let's check, for example, one of the outlets, which is this one. This is the negative outlet. There it is. So the negative outlet is right here, which is telling us that if I take out this big plate, it will be a big connector that connects this module to the other one, to the other one, to the other one, without using any connecting lugs, any cables, any junction, nothing, which is going to reduce pretty much the internal resistance. Hence, it's going to be way much more efficient, even stronger, because of the size of these modules. Okay, let's keep looking. And as I said, the inlet temperature sensor, and the main positive is right here below the battery, which I'm gonna take it out, and we're gonna measure the voltage directly of all the battery overall. And as you can clearly see, no connecting lugs, no nothing. One only thing for sure, that eventually, not now, but definitely probably in the next year, we will have to open this battery, but because it's a nickel metal hydride battery, you have to remember that the nickel metal hydride batteries, they use a liquid electrolyte. Now that liquid electrolyte is going to leak out eventually, sometime. That is the reason why I always insist that these batteries should remain as clean as possible and use the air conditioning, because it's going to help. Now what's going to happen in this case? Well, let me show you quickly. There are no connecting lugs in these connections. Now the connection is just physically between module to module, all right, in this case, to the negative and the positive outlet, all right. That is clearly telling us that if by chance there's some corrosion that's going to form, it's going to be between the modules in this case. Now, how many cells these modules have? Of course, I suppose many, according to this structure, okay. It would be nice if we get a chance, but right now it's not time to service this battery, because this battery is still brand new, okay. But eventually, hopefully in the next year, we're definitely gonna open this battery and check all the plate structure and see if by chance it begins to form any type of corrosion. Nothing is perfect. That's how it is. But I like very much this design. We get rid of any cables, any connecting lug, bus bars, all those things. Still using nickel metal hydride battery. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? The other thing I wanted to share with you guys, that I've been a little away from the YouTube channel because we're making TikTok. So we're doing TikTok every single day with very nice tutorials. So I will leave the link in the comments and in the description below. Okay, check out the TikTok. We made just in just a few months a community of more than 5,000 subscribers in this TikTok, which is great. Okay, the other thing I want to thank everybody is that since the last time we were just barely arriving to 10,000 subscribers, we are now reaching over 12,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. I'm pretty sure you guys are liking the comments because I can see them. All right, now it's very nice description of this high voltage battery. Okay, totally redesigned. Give me a second. What we're gonna do is just let's measure physically the voltage of the overall battery. Okay, so stick around. Let's continue. Now let's finally see what is the average nominal voltage of the new high voltage battery Bipolar from the 2021-2022 Toyota Aqua. Let's take a look. All right, so we are connected to the main negative terminal. Let's connect it to the main positive right here. 217 DC volts. I was wondering why this battery was way much more heavier than the Aqua before. Well, 217 and this battery is charged. This is telling me that it could be same battery as the Toyota Prius, just better. In other words, the new Toyota Aqua is using a 201.6 average DC voltage hybrid battery. Let's say that if you take a third generation Prius battery and put it inside the Aqua, which is of course is going to be way much stronger, efficient and powerful, because you won't be stressing too much the battery because the voltage is higher. So definitely I am very happy with this design. Okay, the higher the voltage, the easier the current to flow, so it won't be stressing the battery. That's the reason why the Prius battery lasts way much more than the Aqua battery. 28 modules, okay? In the case of Prius, more power. And another 20 modules gets a little more stress and suffer a little more thermal stress. Now in this case, it's different because the airflow between the modules with this looks like aluminum fins, looks like a very, very, very nice design to avoid at all cost the battery from getting heat up. So I am very happy with this design. I think we've seen enough. If you have any questions, whatever, just hit up in the comments. Now it's time to put back this battery because it takes way much more work than the previous version of the Aqua. But you've seen it already right here at Hybrid Solution Diagnostics. So we will continue. So one final look of the structure of the batteries before we assemble. Yes, we can see these are brothers, but not too much. Okay. Now this kind of have some numbers over here, which I don't know exactly what is it, but anyway, it's fine. As you guys see already, the structure of the battery, way much more heavier, but stronger for sure. Now it's time to assemble back. But look, the gap between the plates, it is very nice because air will flow very smoothly through this one. And this powerful plate that holds these plates or the modules in shape so they won't have any chance to swell. I suppose that's the reason why they are so heavier and rough. You've seen enough. It is a fully serviceable battery. It will require servicing eventually, okay? But now you know what to do. So it's time to assemble back. Let's continue then. Okay, we already assembled and reconnect the battery. Everything is just fine. The other thing is that we're gonna do right now is we're gonna clean the high voltage battery cooling fan. So let me quickly as I said, not much different than the rest of the vehicles. We could also take out the clip and take out the blade to clean it because look how dusty how it is. And as you can see, that's exactly my point. Woo! The Caribbean is extremely hot. We already cleaned inside the vehicle, but we're gonna take out the blade. I'm not gonna show you how to do that because I already have tutorials about that in the YouTube channel. So check out the other videos and you will see how to clean the fan. But it's exactly the same. Take out the fan, open it, take out the blade, wash it properly, and put it back in. And that should be it. So we'll continue, we're almost done. Okay, so the battery is fully connected. The vehicle is running now, as you guys can see. But let's talk to the vehicle. Let's monitor the voltage. Let's monitor the data of the high voltage battery in the system. So take a look. All right. Now I could achieve to hook in with Dr. Prius, as you guys can see. So look, what do we have here? So we have a 227 volts, okay? We have a blade voltage of 1136, which is showing us in red. Well, because you have to remember the Dr. Prius is still not set up for this new vehicles. Let's see what else we see over here. We could clearly see the current discharging. So how do I know that? Well, if I put it in drive and try to charge the vehicle, the battery, I can see the voltage, I'm sorry, the current. Okay, all right, let me put the vehicle in park again. There it is. Okay, what else we have? The state of charge. We have temperature sensors as well. I saw the temperature sensors inside, but I saw an intake temperature sensor. Okay, what else do we have? Let's take a look at this very interesting. Look at the voltage of the blade. Now remember, in this vehicle only uses 7, as you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Although let's make a quick comparison, for example, to the CHR hybrid that still uses monitors the voltage of the blades, but these packs use different circuit it uses to monitor the voltage. In other words, 4 blades are right now in 32 and the other one's in 16, which is clearly half. Now if you do a capacity test, it's clearly going to show you that X percent whatever, but it's going to tell you that the battery is unbalanced. Once again, it's because the system is not set up for this battery just yet. I'm going to talk to Jack to tell him to upgrade the system, because this battery is nickel metal hydride, so it's going to require servicing in very soon. Okay, the other thing is that we can clearly the internal resistance, which is in 23 milliohms, the big place, which is telling us that the internal resistance of the cells inside should be pretty small according to the readings that we have over here. Let's see if I can switch on the battery cooling fan with the special feature. Let's see. Let's go special features. Oh no, sorry, our resource, special features, override temperature. Oh, look, it's working. Let me show you. There it is. So where's all that air coming? Well, it's coming out the battery clearly from the part below, but yep, it's working and blowing properly the high voltage battery. So far with Dr. Prius, we are able to test the battery capacity. We're able to see the voltage difference. We're able to see the live data temperature sensor, which is great. Now remember, we're talking about the 2021-2022 new redesigned Toyota Aqua with the new bipolar nickel metal hydride battery. Okay, so I think this will be enough for today. I'm just gonna do a quick capacity test, but this one, what I like the most is this small little, with a battery we're over 220 volts, which is amazing. It's extremely strong. So let me tell you guys, I am very happy with this new design. It's very fine, although as you can see, it requires servicing for sure. So this is the Toyota Aqua. Once it begins to come to the Western Hemisphere, it's going to be the new Prius C. Okay, they're the same. Okay, very nice new features, but there are videos about that. We have to focus on the technical part. So we're just gonna take the vehicle to one of my students' shop, because we're gonna change the oil and we'll make a quick video about that. Okay, so all right, the vehicle came cranking back on. So what were we doing at the moment? Well, we were doing a capacity test, and look what's showing us. She allowed me to charge the battery to over 85% and then discharge it to 201 volts, and she's giving me 78% of capacity. And then installing the unbalanced block detector 3, 4, 5. Once again, the reason is because Dr. Prius still not set up for this type of vehicle, as well as the new CHR that monitors in different circuits the voltage of the individual modules in this case. That's why we're getting all these weird numbers. But in the meantime, let me quickly see. All right, let me see. Okay, that's, if you do this, that's the real voltage, but that's how the computer is set up, but not Dr. Prius. So it's gonna show this difference in red. So it will be weird, okay? But this is a 200-volt battery, okay? Very strong, way much better for sure. So this was the little bonus that I wanted to show you guys about the brand new 2021-2022 Toyota Aqua, so you guys will be aware of the new battery structure. How does it work? If it's serviceable or no. So once again, bye-bye. We're gonna go right now for the next episode. We're gonna change the engine, talk about an engine oil, the filters, all those stuff. So that's gonna be pretty easy, okay? So, bye-bye.